Hello, hello. I figured I'd get on here and do a quick thing about how teachers can save money, because we know that when you're a teacher, oftentimes you spend a lot of money, your own money. So I thought about, since this is my 22nd year teaching, that I would share some ways that over the years I have learned to save money as a teacher. First, room decor. It is not necessary to change your room decor every year. I know it's tempting. I know all this cutesy stuff comes out. No. Because if you think about it, you're getting a new group of kids every year anyway, so it's new to them. So for instance, I have had a rainbow decor for probably 5, 6 years. I have the border, I have some little pictures that have like rainbows on them, and I just use that. Now, if the border gets a little ratty from, push pins or staples, then by all means, I'm replacing it. But I am not running out next year to get a whole new theme. And I swear it has saved me so much money doing that. So definitely rethink the whole, rethink the whole updating your room every year with a new theme. The second one is school supplies. Now, most schools do have school supplies. Now, do they have the exact ones we want? No, but they do have school supplies. So here's a good example. For years, I would go out and buy that colored loose leaf because it was so cute and pretty. And I would give that to my students on the first day of school, so that when we're doing those getting to know you activities and they're writing me their little letters, that they were on this pretty paper. But technically, they could have done that on plain old white paper. And especially the older the kids get, you will literally watch your money be thrown in the garbage, because they will write that stuff. You will give them feedback and they'll be like, can I throw this away? And they will literally throw it in the garbage right in your room in front of your face. So rethink the whole going out to buy school supply stuff. I know, like, when you think of like coloring things, you think of like crayons and markers and color pencils. I bought this really big thing of color pencils. I wrote a grant and I won some money, and I used some of it to buy that. When I tell you, love it. Now, there are some things to help your stuff last longer, which means, for instance, with the color pencils, the kids, and even though I teach high schoolers, they are not allowed to sharpen those color pencils. I sharpen them. And what I do is I call them up by table. They can pick out the colors they feel like they need for that particular assignment. They go back to the table. Nobody's fighting over a color because everybody picked the color they want. I usually tell them pick between 6 and 8 colors. At the end of class, they put the color pencils back in this like bin, and then I wipe them off. And after I wipe them off, if it needs to be sharpened, I sharpen it. Now, if you're someone who you would not find that task relaxing, because I do, then you could always nominate a student to sharpen the pencils. However, I just feel like the kids love the sound of that sharpener, and I don't think the color pencils would last as long. When we think about markers, I know as teachers, we love those smelly ones, especially for ourselves when we're making like anchor charts and stuff. And they really actually do last a long time. However, I do not think it's necessary to buy a new pack every year. I think we could use what we have and then replace them as we need it. Same things with Sharpies. Technically, the kids do not need to use Sharpies. Actually, I don't like markers. I don't like my kids using markers at all, because I feel like it's just hard to get it off the table. And as far as the crayons go, we don't really use them a lot. Now, I know Crayola definitely works better, especially with little kids, because I think they don't snap as easily. But again, I just like to keep it simple. So right now, I just literally use the color pencils. However, I do think that we should definitely use what the school has. Now, everybody school does not have school supplies. I get it, but a lot of schools do, and we just kind of don't like the brand. And again, I am no researcher. I don't know. Maybe there is some research out there that says that when things are aesthetically pleasing, that somehow impacts student academic achievement, but I don't necessarily believe that. So I'm going to stick with, how can I save money in this job? And so I tend to use what the school has, even down to like file folders. I don't use those as much now, but the school usually has those like almost like tan ones, but you could go out and buy the colorful ones. Cardstock, any of that kind of stuff. I always start with the school first. Now, do they have my first choice in colors? Nope, but it saves me some money. So that's the second way you could save money. The third way is those school dress up days. That is a perfect way to nickel and dime your money, because if you are in any school, it does not matter, elementary, middle, high, pre-K, we always have those dress up days. And it's not just one day. It's like a week here, a day here, another week here, a day here. And if you run out and buy stuff for every last one of those days, you would probably spend hundreds of dollars. And if you do it every year, then it really adds up. So what I do, now granted, I don't know if you saw on one of my previous videos where I said I'm a minimalist and I wear the same thing every day. What I do is I pick 2 to 3 days a school year that I'm going to participate in. And once I buy that outfit for that, then that's my outfit until I outgrow it or until it rips or falls apart. So for instance, we always have Ugly Sweater Day. Dollar Tree had this little like snowman. It was like almost like a felt snowman. I got some real tiny safety pins and I pinned it on a black sweater. There you go. That's Ugly Sweater Day. I will have that as my ugly sweater for as long as I possibly can. Another one is like Twin Day. Twin Day is kind of easy because normally most schools give you like a school shirt. So technically you could partner with somebody who also has a school shirt and just wear jeans or something like that. But again, really rethink participating in every single school dress up day. Or if you do, then just keep it going. Like get you a little container, one of those little like Rubbermaid containers or a little chest, put all of that stuff in there. And then as the day comes up, you just pull it out again. So running out every year buying that stuff, it just adds up. It really does. And at the end of the day, yes, it does make for some really cute pictures. But unless that's just something you really enjoy and it brings you joy, then I don't think you should spend your hard-earned money trying to participate in the dress up days. So again, I hope you found this information helpful. Quick recap. 1, room decor, pick a theme, ride it out for a few years. 2, school supplies. I know they're not the most aesthetically pleasing when you have to get them from school, but save you some money. And then 3rd, pick and choose which of those school dress up days you're going to do. That way it doesn't just eat up at your money. Okay. Well, until later, as always, be grateful. Bye-bye.